So let's see the plant view of the thermal power station. As we hover through the plant, these are different big superstructure mechanisms, chimneys, grinders, you can see transformers, part of the sub-electric station. All these big conveyors, they carry the raw material. The raw material is in coal. That big cylindrical tower, you see, it's the silo to store the coal. Clinkers. This is the sub-electric station, where actually basically the final product, that is electricity generated, is put over here, from where it transfers to the main lines, or distributed to the other main channels. So this is the part of the thermal power plant where the electricity comes, the final product, from the turbines, and from this they get distributed to various channels, other channels. Channels we basically do, and these are the cooling towers, which helps in cooling down the system. It's a big fans you can see beneath. Basically, when we say the different channels, different channels, it means different kind of clients. Could be in the form of governments or even private sectors who consume the electricity. You see this big blue, this kind of facility structure. These are actually crushers. So this one's like a primary screen house. So once the main raw coal comes in, they're actually grinded to a particular measurement. So usually it goes through like 3-4 stages. At each consecutive stage, the raw coal gets more fine, and finally when it reaches the furnace, it becomes, it has to be fed in a kind of like powder form, so the combustion happens efficiently. You see that cylindrical, the tower, the clinker is stocked over there. You see this place, this is the first phase where the actual coal comes via train or by trucks, and then they get crushed, and then it enters the primary screener. So this is the primary point when the actual rock wool comes in. And see this truck, it has bought the rock coal. This is the primary grinding structure unit. And this is a tippler, the truck tippler. It's tippling the truck. This is the rock coal. You see this size it comes in trucks, the big rock coals. And this is where the truck dumps them. See over here. So this is basically the primary grinder which will crush them. And then this crushed rock coal again goes through 3 to 4 stages of grinding till it becomes as fine as almost like powder, which is actually used in furnace. And this part you see over here, this is the train wagon tippler, where the wagons are tippled. See these big conveyors, they are taking the coals all the way to the furnace. This is the train wagon tippler mechanism. You see these big clamps, giant clamps, they're meant to clamp the wagon and then tipple them. And then the coal drops the same way the coals were coming out of the truck. So it just tipples the wagon of the train and the coal gets into the primary grinders. So these big clamps, giant clamps. Yeah, now we see this is the part of the primary screener. That means after the first grinding part, this is the first screening mechanism where the grinded coals are then shifted to the second and the third phase. These are huge gigantic conveyors which are transporting the coal. See this conveyor mechanism. These are the screening houses. Screening house 1, 2 and 3. And with the help of these conveyors, they reach the furnace part where the actual combustion happens. Combustion to boil the water and to produce steam. Kaushik Sarkar, Explorer.